welcome back to my channel Miss Medicine. In this video we will discuss about Croc 2 questions, last year question paper 2018. Question number 1. A patient with Morgagni-Adams-Stokes syndrome has fainted when walking up the stairs. The skin is pale, the pupils are dilated, tonic-clonic spasms are observed and rib cage is immobile. Make the diagnosis. First of all, what is Morgagni-Adams-Stokes syndrome? It is a condition where patients suddenly feel faint and can pass out. It's caused by a change in heart rate. This affects how much blood flows to your brain because your heart either beats too slowly or too quickly. That's what causes you to faint. The answer is clinical death. In clinical death, heart stops beating, and in biological death, irreversible brain damage happen. Likely it occur within 4 to 6 minutes after clinical death and definite within 10 to 12 minutes. Next question. A 32-year-old welder complains of weakness and fever. His illness initially presented as tonsillitis 1 month earlier. On examination, temperature 38.9, respiration 24 per minute, pulse 100 per minute, blood pressure 170, hemorrhages on the legs, enlargements of the lymph nodes, and CBC shows HB 70, RBC 2.2, WBC 3.0 with 32% of blast, 1% of eosinophils, 3% of bands, 36% of segments, and 20% of lymphocytes, and 8% of monocytes. A star 47. What is the cause of anemia in this case? Answer is acute leukemia. The cause is 32% of blasts are present in CBC, and normally if blasts present more than 20%, then it is acute leukemia. Normally 1 to 5% blasts are present in marrow. If more than 20% or 20% blasts are present, this is the diagnosis of acute myeloid leukemia. Next question. After a 5-day-long celebration of his daughter's wedding, a 65-year-old patient saw in his yard many cats, chickens and rats. He tried to chase them away but was scared of when the animals started scolding him and tried to harm him. What is the likely diagnosis? He was taking 5-day-long celebration of his daughter's wedding alcohol. So he is having delirium tremens. Next question. A regional cardiologist is given a task to develop a plan for preventive measures aimed at decreasing cardiovascular mortality rates. What measures should be planned for secondary prevention? The answer is prevention of recurrence and complications. Next question. During physical exertion, a man suddenly developed acute chest pain on the right and dyspnea. Objectively, he assumes forced half-sitting position in the bed, presents with diffused cyanosis, resting tachypnea of 38 per minute. Right side of thorax is enlarged and does not participate in the respiratory process. Percussion on the right reveals tympanic resonance and absence of respiration. What is the most likely diagnosis in this case is spontaneous pneumothorax because there is no external injury. Next question. A 34-year-old man on the third day of ceftriaxone treatment for acute otitis, daily doses 2 grams, developed diarrhea occurring 5 to 6 times per day. Feces are without mucus or blood admixtures. Temperature is 36.6. Gregerson reaction, which is occult blood in feces, is negative. Stool culture detected no pathogenic germs. What is the most likely cause of diarrhea in this case? He was taking ceftriaxone 2 grams per day. So the answer is antibiotic associated diarrhea. If there is any pathogenic germ is present, then the answer will be intestinal dysbiosis. Next question. A 24-year-old patient visited a doctor complaining of enlargement of his submaxillary lymph nodes. Objectively, submaxillary and axillary inguinal lymph nodes are enlarged. Chest X-ray shows enlarged lymph nodes of mediastinum. Blood test erythrocytes 3.4, HB 100, blood color index 0.88, platelets 190, leukocytes 7.5, eosinophils 8%, band neutrophils 2%, segmented neutrophils 67%, and lymphocytes 23%. ASR 22, what test must be prescribed to verify the cause of lymphadenopathy? The answer is open biopsy of lymph nodes. Next question. During medical examination, a cadet in the Naval College was detected to have a painless dense ulcer 1.5 into zero point 0.5 in size in his perianal area at the 2 o'clock position. The ulcer floor resembles old fat. What is the provisional diagnosis? The question is painless dense ulcer, which is seen in syphilis. If the question will be painful, then the answer will be herpes. Next question. A 7-year-old boy has severe pulmonary mucoviscoidosis, cystic fibrosis. He complains of dyspnea and blood expectoration. Objectively, he presents with lagging physical development, acrocyanosis, hepatomegaly, drumstick fingers, and nail plates, which is resembling a clock face. Provisional diagnosis of chronic pulmonary heart disease is made. What examination would be the most informative for diagnosis confirmation? So, pulmonary viscoidosis is present, and drumstick fingers, hepatomegaly, acrocyanosis, and the clock face is resembling. So, the answer is Doppler echocardiography. Pulmonary mucoviscoidosis leads to cold pulmonale, which is the diagnostic confirmation is Doppler echocardiography. Next question. A 10-year-old boy who was outdoors in windy and cold weather, developing moderate pain and tingling in his fingers and toes. When he had returned home, his parents noticed that the tips of his fingers and toes were white and their sensitivity was lost. The affected area are warming up, the fingers are tingling and in pain. Skin pallor changed into redness, tingling stopped, slight itching and swelling of the fingers appeared. Determine the frostbite degree in this child. The answer is frostbite of the degree is first degree. Its temperature is decreasing, changing, and skin also changing. So the degree is first. If the temperature is 35, then the degree first. If the temperature is 35 to 30 degree and is not changing, then the degree is 2. Second degree frostbite. Next question. A 25-year-old woman complains of fatigue, dizziness, hemorrhagic rashes on the skin. She has been presenting with these signs for a month. CBC shows erythrocytes 1.0, HB37 very low, color index 1.1, leukocytes 1.2, platelets 42. What analysis would be the most advisable for diagnosing making in this case? The answer is tunnel puncture bone marrow biopsy because HB and erythrocytes are very low and she is having hemorrhagic rashes. Next question. A 12-year-old boy with hypertrophic cardiomyopathy complains of dyspnea caused by the slightest physical exertion. Echocardiography detected asymmetrical left ventricular hypertrophy, signs of pulmonary hypertension and left ventricular dilatation. Its ejection fraction is 59%. These developments are indicative of heart failure with preserved ejection fraction. The normal ejection fraction is 60 plus minus 5, led to heart failure with preserved ejection fraction. Next question. A 35-year-old man complains of rapidly increasing fatigue, palpitations, visual snow, dizziness. He has a history of peptic ulcer of the stomach. Objectively, the skin is pale. Vesicular respiration is observed in the lungs. Systolic murmur is detected over the cardiac apex. Heart rate is 100 per minute. BP is 170. The epigastrium is slightly tender on palpation. Blood test erythrocytes 3.2, HB 100 gram, color index 0.94. What type of anemia is the most likely present in this case? Patient had a history of peptic ulcer of the stomach, so the answer is post-hemorrhagic anemia. Next question. A 35-year-old patient has been suffering from an illness for 3 days. 5 days ago, he returned from a trip to Africa. The onset of the disease was accompanied by fever up to 40 degrees Celsius. Chills, acute headache, myalgia. In the axillary region, the lymph nodes enlarged up to 3 to 6 centimeter can be palpated. The lymph node is dense, intensely painful, slightly mobile. Without clear margins, the skin over the nodule is hyperemic and tight. Tachycardia is present. Make the preliminary diagnosis. The answer is plague, which is infectious disease caused by Yersinia pestis. Patient is having acute headache, fever, weakness, and it started 1 to 7 days after exposure because he was traveled in Africa. So the answer is plague. Next question. Caries morbidity rate is 89% among residents of a community. It is determined that fluorine content in water is 0.1 milligram per liter. What preventive measures should be taken? The correct answer is water fluorination. The normal value is zero point 0.5 to 1.5 milligram. Next question. During appointment with the doctor, a man complains of painful itching, rashes that appeared on his skin under the beard and mustache 1 year ago, with frequent exacerbations occurring throughout the year. Objectively, the skin of the facial hair growth areas is bluish purple, thickened with pustules, erosions, and scabs covering its moist surface. The fistulous tracts are surrounded by the area of loose pink-red granulation and discharged pus. The skin resembles mulberry in appearance. Make the diagnosis. The diagnosis is psychosis, which is inflammation of hair follicles in beard part of man's face. Next question. A 60-year-old man presents with ischemic heart disease and heart failure of the fourth class according to NYHA, which is New York Heart Association, that manifest as dyspnea at rest. There are moist crackles in the patient's lungs, liver 4 centimeter, lower limbs are swollen, ejection fraction is on 25%. What is sign is most indicative when determining functional class of heart failure according to New York Heart Association. The answer is degree of dyspnea. It having four classes: first, second, third, and fourth. If the patient can walk 700 and more meters, then the degree is first class. If patient can walk 500 to 700 meters, then the second class. If the patient can walk 100 to 500, then the third class. And if patient can walk only less than 100 meter and feeling uncomfortable and dyspneic, then the class is 4. Next question. A 39-year-old man, a battery attendant, suddenly developed weakness, loss of appetite, non-localized colicky abdominal pains and nausea. Objectively, his skin is gray. There is pink-gray stripe on his gums. The stomach is soft and sharply painful. Blood tests detected erythrocytes with basophilic stippling and anemia. The patient has a history of peptic ulcer disease of the stomach. There is tendency to constipation. What is the most likely provisional diagnosis? The answer is lead poisoning because the patient was battery attendant and battery contained lead, and the basophilic stippling and pink gray stripe on his gums are the most common cause of lead poisoning, which is Sechurenism, lead poisoning. Next question. A 9-month-old infant presents with delayed tooth eruption and fontanelle closure, weakness and excessive sweating. What type of hypovitaminosis is the most likely in this child? The answer is hypovitaminosis D, vitamin D deficiency. Next question. A 10-year-old girl exhibits high level of physical development. Her body length increased by 10 centimeter within a year, which is double the norm for her age group. The number of permanent teeth corresponds with the age norm 20. The development of her secondary sexual characters in 3 years ahead of her age. Development rate ahead of her biological age can occur due to endocrine disorders. She is having precocious puberty because she is heading 3 years from her age. Next question. An infant has been born at the 41st week of gestation. The pregnancy was complicated with severe gastosis of the second semester. The weight of the body is 2400 gram. The height is 50 centimeter. Objectively, the skin is flabby. The layer of subcutaneous fat is thin. Hypomyotonia. Neonatal reflexes are weak. The internal organs are without pathological changes. This newborn can be assessed as a he is having complete gestation period 41st week, but the baby's weight is 2400 gram, which is very low, and the height is 50 centimeter. So the answer is full term infant with intrauterine growth retardation. Next question. A patient suffering from infiltration pulmonary tuberculosis was prescribed streptomycin, rifampicin, isoniazid, pyrazinamide, and vitamin C. 1 month after the beginning of the treatment, the patient started complaining of reduced hearing and tinnitus. This is the sign of streptomycin. Side effect of streptomycin, reducing hearing and tinnitus. You have to remember this question. Next question. The doctor has an appointment with a patient who 2 days ago developed severe chest pain on the left, general weakness, high temperature, and headache. Objectively, along the fourth and fifth intercostal nerves on the left, the skin is hyperemic and there are tight clusters of small vesicles which fill with clear serous content. What is the most likely diagnosis? So, the patient is having dermatome features, fourth and fifth intercostal space, hyperemic and tight clusters of small vesicles filled with clear serous content. The dermatome hyperemic is the sign of herpes zoster shingles. Next question. A worker of a blowing shop complains of headache, irritability, sight impairment. He sees everything as if through a net. Objectively, hyperemic sclera, thickened cornea, decreased opacity of pupils. Visual acuity is zero point 0.8 in the left eye, zero point 0.7 in the right eye. The worker uses no means of personal protection. What diagnosis is the most likely? The answer is cataract. If in the question there is any sign of decreased opacity of the pupils, so the answer is cataract. Opacification leads to cataract. Next question. For a week, 42-year-old patient has been suffering from fever attacks followed by high temperature which occur every 48 hours. Body temperature raises up to 40 degrees Celsius and decreases in 3-4 hours with excessive sweating. The patient presents with loss of appetite and general fatigue. The skin is pale and shallow. The liver and spleen are enlarged and dense on palpation. What method of diagnosis verification would be the efficient? The diagnosis is malaria and it is verified by the microscopy of blood smear and thick blood film. And this is the gold standard test for checking the malaria. A 16-year-old adolescent living in a rural area has been bitten in the shin by a stray dog. The wound is superficial. Regular vaccination against tetanus was received 3 months ago. What treatment tactics would be the most advisable in this case? The wound is superficial, so we will give anti-rabies vaccination. If the wound is deep, so we can give, in this case, we will give anti-rabies immunoglobulin when the deep wound is present. But in this case, superficial, so we will prescribe anti-rabies vaccination. Next question. A 26-year-old woman is suspected to suffer from systemic lupus erythematosus with systemic lesions of skin, vessels, joints, serous tunics, and hurt tissue was developed after photosensitization. The following is detected in blood analysis: cells, antibodies to native double-stranded DNA, isolated anticentromere antibodies, rheumatoid factor 1 ratio 100. Wassermann reaction is positive. Circulating immune complex is 120 units. What immunological indicators are considered to be specific to this case? The answer is double-stranded DNA is specific for this disease. Next question. A group of 5 had been resting in a forest. They were drinking alcohol and eating canned mushroom and cured fish. The next day, two of them were hospitalized with disturbed vision, swallowing, and respiration. The third one presented with acute general weakness and dry mouth. The remaining two were healthy. A tick was detected on the skin of one of the healthy group members. What is the most likely diagnosis? The answer is botulism because they was eating canned mushroom and cured fish. Canned food led to botulism, like disturbed vision, swallowing, and respiration led to botulism. Are the signs of botulism. A 23-year-old man complains of facial edema, headache, dizziness, low urine output, urine discoloration, dark red color. These complaints arise after the patient had a case of acute tonsillitis. Acute tonsillitis caused by Streptococcus. On the examination, there are facial edema, skin is pale, temperature is 37.4, heart rate is 86, blood pressure is 170/110. Heart sounds are muffled. The second heart sound is attenuated over the aorta. What etiological factor is the most likely in this case? Patient having complaints of acute tonsillitis, so the causative agent is beta hemolyticus streptococcus.